It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to stand before you as a leader from the pastoralist community in Kenya, and more importantly, as the chair of the Frontier Counties Development Council, FCDC, a regional bloc comprising 10 counties, covering 65% of Kenya's landmass. Your Excellency, Pastoralist Leadership Summit brings together the leaders from pastoralist communities, development partners, and friends of pastoralists to celebrate the resilience, tenacity, courage, and the audacity of hope of the Kenyan pastoralists to soldier on in the face of formidable challenges. The summit also provides us with the opportunity to brainstorm on how best and how fast we can unlock the immense yet untapped potential of the pastoralist areas. We are profoundly delighted that, Your Excellency, you found time to join us and accord us your distinguished company and magnanimity of your attention as we conclude this 4th edition of Pastoralist Leadership Summit. Your Excellency, over the past 3 days, we deliberated about the state of underdevelopment across the length and breadth of ASAL areas, the high incidences of poverty and household food insecurity among ASAL populations, the declining natural resource base, and the high vulnerability of the ASAL communities to disasters such as drought and floods. We also shared ideas and deliberated on actionable solutions as we proudly spoke about the enormous potential that exists in the ASALs. I will not narrate to you the problems that we deliberated about, nor will I describe those enormous potentials, nor the actions that needed to be taken to reverse the narrative of fragility and economic vulnerability of the ASAL communities. Your Excellency, the failure to develop the arid and semi-arid lands of Kenya is not due to a lack of understanding of what should be done. It is due to a lack of political will to do that which should be done. Your Excellency, we knew since independence that ending drought emergencies was not only an economic imperative, but an achievable goal. Every government has always known the importance of livestock sector to Kenya's national economic growth. A lot has been said and written on how harnessing natural resources that exist in Kenya's ASALs could drive and sustain national development. But up until now, little has been done to act on these understandings. However, during this summit and through our discussions, one thing that became clear is the interdependence between ASALs and other regions of Kenya. There is a symbiotic relationship between the economies of the ASAL and those of the non-ASALs that is not possible to realize sustainable economical growth in Kenya if ASALs are not incorporated into the national development agenda. This summit has made it clear that directing substantial resources towards the development of the ASALs should not wait any longer. We need to admit here and now that developing the ASALs, addressing the root causes of structural poverty and persistent societal vulnerability of the ASAL communities is no longer a choice. It is a prerequisite of Kenya's sustainable development. Finally, Your Excellency, I must take a moment to acknowledge your dedication to fully operationalize the Equalization Fund. The recent launch of 1,236 projects under the Equalization Fund is a testimony to your pursuit of equitable development in our country. As I commend you for your dedication, it is our request that you insulate equitable development of Kenya from political infiltrations by political actors. Currently, the Equalization Fund is spread across 34 counties and 111 constituencies, instead of the original 14 counties to be targeted by the fund. Unless a bold decision is made to stop this overspreading of Equalization Fund, there is a risk that the fund will not realize the transformative, impactful, and equitable development that is intended for. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I want to give you the assurances of our commitment and that of the FCDC fraternity to support you in your leadership and your endeavor to unite Kenya and lead our nation to prosperity together. Your Excellency, I just want to recognize the very many partners who have stood with us in contributing towards the success of this summit. Since the host governor himself, a member of the FCDC, we will leave the opportunity for him to recognize the respective players who have contributed to this success of this forum, plus recognizing the FCDC fraternity that is present with us here today. Your Excellency, we are indeed very, very grateful and welcome to Pastoralist Leadership Summit. Thank you very much and God bless.